covering all conversation, from dating to getting revenge on your exes. This is Talking Points with Shabazz Davis on World Improv Network.
Good evening, and welcome to Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. My name is Jerome Carmichael. I'm filling in for Shabazz this week. Shabazz is out having his back waxed. Hurry back, Shabazz. Haha. Now, this week on Talking Points, we're going to dig a little deeper than we normally do. We're going to tackle a large topic. This week we're talking about morality. Any and all kinds of morality. And we have two of the most well-informed and knowledgeable guests on the earth regarding morality. We have the Pope. Welcome, Pope. Pope Francis the First.
I am the first.
And joining us also is Edward Snowden.
Hi there.
Welcome. You may notice that we don't have our standard background this week. In order to have Mr. Snowden on the show, we are broadcasting from a secure bunker in Cuba. Sorry, wasn't supposed to say that, was I?
Wow, really nice.
It is okay.
Not supposed to say that.
Sorry, Mr.
You
Snowden.
had
Cubans
one thing
have
that you
the
weren't
Lord
supposed
as well.
to say.
Okay. Well, we'll just move past that. Not Mr. Pope. Sorry.
That is fine, child.
Oh, okay. Mr. Pope. Morality is something we as a species have been struggling with since, say, the dawn of time. Now, you are an accepted authority on morality, but that authority comes from on high. How do you navigate morality and set the difference between what you believe and what on high is telling you to do?
Well, whenever I have a quandary within myself between what I personally believe as a human being, one of God's children, and what the Lord Himself has instructed me to do and to preach with regards to morality, I have to always side on caution, divine caution. And I try to project in the various languages that I speak as best as possible that morality is not something that you make of within your heart. It is something that the Lord has given you as a gift. And once you're able to understand those things, you're able to not only spread the morality of good faith around the world and to your fellow citizens, but even more so, to live within peace amongst yourself and within the Lord's divine, gracious light.
Well, that sounds complicated but beautiful. Now, Mr. Snowden, some would say that you threw caution to the wind when you proceeded to release all the documents that you had acquired, shall we say. Can you explain your thought process of what was clearly a snap decision?
Well, it wasn't so much a snap decision, but it was a choice that had snap implications, immediate implications. The consequences were immediate. I mean, this was information that had been covered up and concealed and confidentialized for quite a while. And initially, and for a while, it was my job and part of the organizations that I was part of to keep this information covered up. And I felt like I was lying to myself by continuing that.
So, Mr. Snowden, we know where Mr. Pope's morality comes from. Where did you develop your moral code to enable you to deal with and make those decisions?
Well, I think like most folks, I got it from my parents, from my upbringing, and from my life experiences. And like I said, it had just gotten to the point where I felt like it was immoral to conceal this information that affected everybody. I mean, and then to continue that would be to continue a lie. I mean,
Mr. Carmichael.
I'm coming right to you, Mr. Pope, because here we have a man who believes in transparency, and that is clearly not the stance of your organization.
There has been allegations that we have hidden things as well for quite some time.
Tell us about the gold, Mr. Pope.
Well, Mr. Carmichael, that is divine gold. That is gold that cannot be laid eyes on by the average, well, shall we say, human being. And therefore, we can't just let that gold be known about nor seen in public, especially in this day and age of
Mr. Snowden, you have a pained look on your face listening to this.
yeah, I don't.
He has a morality play, Mr. Carmichael. My child, Mr. Snowden over there, is lying to himself between his heart and his soul. And what he has to constitute as what his brain is telling him is more important.
No, see, this is the same kind of mentality that the government has towards its citizens. It's a condescending attitude that says, we know better and we can take care of you and you don't need to worry about it. Just sacrifice or more or less relent your autonomous abilities to handle yourselves, hand it over to us, and then we'll take care of the rest. And a lot of times, and I think this has been proven, is that power, that authority that is willingly handed over is abused. I mean, early on in the church, the Bible was not accessible to the masses because it was in a language that was incomprehensible to the people. It wasn't until much later that it was adapted into the parlance of the people.
Excellent talking point, Mr. Snowden. Mr. Pope, in the past, the church has rethought its views on what the people are permitted to know and experience. I personally believe it's time to revisit that. Tell us about the gold, Mr. Pope.
Mr. Carmichael, my child, information is powerful. And if information is presented in a way, in a manner that's not appropriate for the person who is receiving that information, they will get more lost than if they're lost down the road between three forks and the Lord down the road.
Oh, and who are you to judge that, sir?
Well, Mr. Carmichael, it's not just my impressive robe and my beautiful shoes and hat here that shows that I have morality as well as also have the ability to convey knowledge. It is the fact that I am spoken to from a higher power and I know what decisions need to be made at the right time. Mr. Snowden himself is just merely lost in today's modern society of fast-paced, snap-to-it information. And therefore, I think because of his ADHD, he was unable to refrain from giving information out to the rest of the world.
That is completely unfair of you to just make a diagnosis like that. I mean, you're not a doctor.
I can sense the power from your forehead, Mr. Snowden, my child. You are in a struggle between your ADHD, your attention, and your brilliant logic.
With all respect due, Pope Francis, I expect a lot more, and quite frankly, I'm disappointed in your superficiality.
Mr. Snowden, I'm sorry. I'm getting word from my producer that there are armed men approaching the bunker. I think we need to get you out of here immediately.
Those are the Vatican Guard. It's just fine. We're making sure that Mr. Snowden is perfectly fine.
That's exactly what the government would say. Oh, don't worry about these troops that we're putting right outside your house. These are here for your security. When really they are a force of fear, and I mean, it's just brute militant force, and that is unnecessary. I mean,
open up! We're coming in! Quick, Mr. Snowden, get into my underground drilling escape vehicle.
Mr. Snowden, my child, do not run from your problems. Do not run from your morality, Mr. Snowden. Mr. Snowden, do not turn your back on the Lord and Savior.
This is Jerome Carmichael for Shabazz Davis. Thank you for tuning into Talking Points.
Mr. Snowden, you can come back and save salvage. Bless you, child.
Give the Windcast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Wind blog during the commercial break of what issues the Wind counselors can help you with during Good, Bad, Ugly. Next on KZKO.